Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of the Bard's Tale Trilogy. We're going to be continuing our mostly monster party. So we are now in the Gray Crypt. And this is an anti-magic zone area. This is one of the hardest areas in the game in Volume 2. And so it's all undead and monster types like that, and they're very, very difficult. So hopefully one will offer to join our party, but if not, we'll just use the 6 that we have now. We have the Battle Lord, Askan, and Fanskar in our party. Those are all monsters. Battle Lord, of course, can do critical hits, so he's going to be really good here. Askan can breathe, so even though we're in a anti-magic zone, he can't cast his spells. He can do a lot of damage with his breath attack. Whereas Fanskar, he's going to be useless. He won't be able to do anything in here. But I want to try to drag him along because he is, you know, a unique character. You'll notice I got rid of Dargoth because Dargoth just, he wasn't very good. Alright, so there we go. So here's our first example of some monsters in the Gray Crypt. We have Man Mashers and Flame Masters. I've killed quite a few things already just trying to get a monster to join my party. So I've killed 26 Flame Masters. It looks like they can breathe for some damage. And then these Man Mashers just do straight damage, so they're not really a threat. So we can use magic items in here, even though it's anti-magic zone, so that's good news. So I'm going to use my Bard instruments on these Flame Masters. And then my wizards are going to use the Wand Segment 3 that I found. That casts Wackham's Wizard War, or whatever it's called. And has unlimited charges. So my 2 mages will be doing that all the time. So as you can see, I'm not really taking any damage from these. But yeah, this area is hard because it's anti-magic zone everywhere. I do have some healing items I can use as well, because those will also work. And then of course, Jethro, my Bard, has a Death Dagger equipped, so he can do critical hits too. So there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn on this mini map below. Let's use our instrument again on these Death Swords. And then we'll use Wand Segment 3 on the werewolves. They're revered werewolves. Okay. Now I'll use the Molten Mandolin one more time on the Death Swords, and everybody else will just attack. Then we'll just kill them with our melee weapons. Because they can't hit us, our armor class is too low. Now here's the problem. When you run across a chest in here, if you don't have a thief or a rogue in your party, you have no way of opening this to disarm the trap. So if I open it, it's almost certainly a possession. It'll possess whoever tries to open it. And I do have an Exor wand to perform an exorcism on the character that gets possessed. But to be honest, the items in here may not be worth it. I'll just do it to show you what's going to probably happen. So we're going to have Jethro open it. Okay, he turned insane. That's a much better condition than possession. Because that I can cure right away and it doesn't force me into combat. So yeah, Diamond Dagger and Conjure Staff. Those are good items, but I already have things like that, so I don't need it. So now I can use the Staff of Lore, and that heals them. These will just attack with melee. Just hold down the space bar. Malevolent Vampires. We'll try it one more time. Okay, so now you'll see what happens. He got possessed. And we got a no spin ring, which makes you not spin when you equip it, but we have something like that. So now it throws you straight into combat, and it says there's dissension in the ranks. And normally what you'd have to do is kill this party member, because you cannot cast a spell in here to get rid of it. But that's why an Exor wand is so important to have. We can use that on him and everybody else defend. And there we go. So now he's not possessed anymore and then combat can end. So on this first level, I'm probably not going to be opening many chests. Once I get deeper into the crypt, I may start doing it. Because there may be better items, but this first level, I haven't really found anything that is that important. Speed this up a bit with the wand. That's what's great about the Bard's Tale remake. You fight so many things, but you can always just hold down the space bar if you're pretty powerful, and you can just fly through combat and not have to sit through all those messages. So I'm not seeing any chat messages, so I don't know if the chat's not working or if nobody has said anything, but if anybody's on here, I'd really appreciate it if you could at least type something so I know that the chat's working and that people are just quiet. Okay, 6 living dead, 5 man mashers, and 2 festering liches. Oh, there's Shay Warehouse. Hey, Shay, welcome to the stream. Thanks for typing the message. How are you doing today? Oh, a magnificent meal is here. Hey, how you doing, Nicolaj? Long time no see. You been super busy still? Glad to see you guys here. Molten Mandolin. That's such a good item. It can reach 70 feet. Ah, you're still busy and you now work the night shift. Oh, darn. I'm assuming you don't like working the night shift, right? Shay Warrell says, I'm great. Still playing through Wizardry 7. Nice. Oh man, that's a challenge. Where are you at in Wizardry 7? Well, I've got a bunch of items I need to identify. Drop some of these items that are hogging up my inventory. Disrupt illusion, that may actually be useful at some point. And here if I get a doppelganger jump in my party. Okay. That should be good. Yeah, see, it's just not worth this. Spectre Mace is cool, but draining levels on the monsters or possessing them doesn't seem to have an effect. So it's just not worth it. Plus, then if your party gets possessed like this and you get hit by the person with the equipped Spectre Mace, then you're really in trouble. Okay. I'm gonna run from these. I don't need to be fighting them. Okay, so this is a dead end. Go this direction. Now, Wise Ones and Death Swords have a special role in this area, which we'll see later. Hey, DJ Drum, welcome to the stream. How you doing? DJ says, good morning, the coffee is tasting great this morning. Glad to hear it. Glad it's not a bad batch. Shiwero says, I'm doing the Trang missions and trying to figure out where to go next. Don't want to use the clue book unless absolutely necessary. I'm also swimming around the river trying to find hidden stuff. Gotcha. Well, good luck. Takes a long time. I'm sure you understand that, but that's cool. I'm glad you're trying it without using a clue book. That is one long game. Where do you make your own coffee, DJ, or do you get it, like, do you buy it from Starbucks or something? The grenade we can actually use in combat in this anti-magic area, and it still works. So I'll save that for a big battle. Timmy's homebrewed, DJ says. Okay, cool. It's ground coffee. You need more than just one cup. For the caffeine boost. I have a song axe that I'm going to use now. It's basically a thrown weapon. So he's 50 feet away, so it'll hit him. Hey, BioGoo, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I keep watching your Fairy Psionic Wizardry 8 solo playthrough. Lots of fun for me to watch. I don't know if it's fun for you to play. Yeah, I have a weird issue with caffeine where it quits working for me. I can only, like, if I drink coffee or, you know, take caffeine pills or drink soda or whatever that has caffeine in it. I get headaches. I get migraine headaches, and the caffeine helps keep them away. But eventually, if I do that for like about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the caffeine quits working. And if I try to take more caffeine, it still doesn't work. So then I have to get the caffeine out of my system and basically have like caffeine withdrawal for a couple days, and then leave the caffeine alone for 3 or 4 days, and then it'll start working again for me. So I have some kind of weird chemical reaction with it where it's great that it helps keep away my headaches, but it's really bad for you know, the rebound, and it doesn't give me energy anymore either. Like it quits doing that. So yeah, I don't know if you have similar issues or anybody else has similar issues with that. Sounds like most people can just have caffeine forever and they never have a problem with it. BioGoose says, doing great, just being very tired. Which part of the trilogy is this one? I'm in the second volume right now. I'm toward the end of the second volume. We're in a place called the Gray Crypt. So we beat the first volume, transferred the characters to the second volume, and that's what I'm on now. And this whole area is anti-magic. So you cannot cast any spells, but you can use magic items. So that's what I'm doing here. And it's dark everywhere. But I used a special item to allow my adventure spells to still work here. Like all these you can't cast, but since I used wand segment 5, it works in here. And I'm leaving this because I don't have a rogue to open it, and I can't cast Dispel Trap, so it always ends up possessing one of my characters. Alright, let's just run from these. I need to get over to that right side over there. I think it's this direction. And I'm just looking at the little mini map there in the bottom right corner of the graphic. I don't know if you can see that, but that's how I'm navigating. Okay, we'll kill these. Wow, that's a lot of werewolves. 14 revered werewolves. I don't know if you're still on here, Shaywaros, but have you found any major stumbling blocks so far in Wizardry 7? I'm not going to give any hints, by the way. I was just curious. So now, once we go through this door, we can't get out, or at least it makes it sound like that. But if I remember right, I think you can still get out of here. Because I was nervous to go in here because you can't, it tells you, you know, to continue is to cut off all hope of life. So I thought, uh-oh, I might be in trouble, but let's save the game. Okay, a magic mouth on the wall speaks to you saying this. Hear this, mortals. The Sphinx asks a riddle with two answers. One which allows release through sword, and one which wisely brings you closer to the snare. So this is what I was talking about earlier. There's two types of monsters. This is a spoiler, by the way. So if you don't want to know this, close your ears for about a minute. So anyway, there's two types of monsters in this area. There's death swords and wise ones. And so that's the answer. The names of those monsters are the answers to the question once we run into it. And that's basically what that thing was telling us there. Okay. We'll just view everything on the mini-map. We want to explore all this. This is all just another dark area with some traps here. And then we're going to have to come up in this area. It's like a big maze. Hey Andy, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I bet that would, Andy. That's funny. No, I don't do it to get the energy. I don't have an energy problem. I do it to prevent headaches. Shiwero says, well, I can't figure out how to get into the Ratkin Ruins, or what is the solution for the Monk Holy City well puzzle. Gotcha. What kind of party do you have? Like what races and classes? See, our magic effects just wore off from the wand segment 5, so we're going to use that again. The reason why it looks like real foggy and blurry there is because we're in an anti-magic zone, and yet we forced light with this. Normally you can't see this, it would be pitch black here. Song X. Okay. I do not have a way to disable that trap, because I don't have an item that casts trap zap. In fact, I don't know if there is an item that casts trap zap. I stepped over that trap, luckily, and didn't trigger it. Didn't trigger that one either. I'm just stepping on all the tiles that are not trap oriented. Uh-oh. We just got teleported somewhere. Yep. So we stepped right there, and it teleported us up here. I'm pretty sure there's a door, there's an exit somewhere around here. You see something? Oh yes. Thank goodness. I didn't know if I had a travel helm. So, as I mentioned, this is an anti-magic zone area, so you can't cast spells. Once you get to the bottom of the crypt, I think you'd have to go all the way back out if you don't have like the travel helm, which is an item that casts teleport. So luckily I do have one, so okay. Shiwero says, I actually restarted with a new party once I figured out how the leveling worked. I have 5 elves and 1 fairy. In the beginning I got every character some ninja, mage, and priest spells. Ah, okay. Cool. I'm just gonna run from these. Another teleport. Oh, look at that. Wow, without this mini-map, you know how vicious this would be? Because it looks exactly the same. This area here looks exactly the same as this up here. So you're walking through the middle and boom, all of a sudden, this pushes you down there. Yeah, the mini-map makes it so much easier. So now we gotta teleport back again. So that's the teleport square we had stepped on. Hey Ron Reg, welcome to stream. How you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. We are in the Gray Crypt, in the 2nd volume of Bardstow Trilogy. All anti-magic area. Oh, they didn't have a treasure chest that time. Okay, here's the door we want to go in. Shiwero says the final classes are for my party are 2 lords, 2 ninja, and 1 Valkyrie and samurai. Gotcha. Cool. Are you planning on transferring them to Wizardry 8? Okay. A voice says, you sell your steel past dawn and drift, yet secret is the ancient gift to offer up a blessed lift. Okay. That's pretty cryptic. Yeah, that's the plan. Shiwero says, cool. That'll be fun. Now, did you start straight with 7, or did you transfer from 6? Your characters. I'm guessing you started over. Since you said you recreated the party, that's kind of a dumb question. feel like I need to go to the left somewhere. Oh yeah, there's stairs going down right there. That's weird, we didn't have to answer the riddle. I think we just got teleported though. No? Weird. So I guess the stairs just haven't appeared yet. Stairs going down. It's news to me, it won't let me go down. So I guess I have to answer that riddle somewhere. DJ says, question, why is it always Wizardry 8 that you play? What makes this version so special? So, Wizardry 8 has several improvements over 7. First off, they added a new class, the Gadgeteer, so you got a little bonus there. It's a lot harder with combat. So it's less puzzle oriented, like 7 has some really, really hard puzzles and tons of random encounters. 8, there's no random encounter that just boom suddenly happens and you're thrown into combat. Instead, you see the monsters at a distance. And so you can choose whether you want to try to run and flee or, you know, if you want to fight them. And so it's a lot, and the monsters level up as you level up. So you can't just grind your party to a high level and make it easier on yourself and then just start destroying everything. It doesn't work that way. So Wizardry 8's a lot more challenging with combat. It's a lot less tedious because of that. It's a lot more challenging. And then on top of that, the party members talk to you. You know, they have dialogue, so it makes it feel like you're journeying with an actual party and you're actually there. They'll even banter, like if one of them casts a spell and it backfires and blows up and hits the whole party, they'll even make snarky comments about it and stuff. So it just feels a lot more like you personally are adventuring with some guys and exploring the area, and it's more challenging in battles and stuff. That's my opinion. Now, everybody has their own opinion, of course. But that's why I play it a lot more than the others. Ron says, holy crap, that giant has muscly legs. Indeed. Oops, I don't want to use my grenade yet. I'm going to save that. Shaywero says, yeah, we started straight from Wizardry 7. Do you think Wizardry 6 would be worth playing? Yes. Honestly, in my opinion, 6 is more fun than 7. I like the story better. But, and you can beat it a lot easier without clues. 7 has some areas that's just so hard without a clue. Ron says, plus character creation is flexible in Wizardry 8. You can switch classes and not lose levels. That's a good point. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you have like a master level in Wizardry 8. Whereas in 6 and 7, you start over. You're level 1 again, you know, when you do that. So leveling up in 6 and 7, actually, you can kind of abuse to get super strong characters real quick. You can't do that in 8. The advantage, though, in 8 is level determines a lot of your strength. Like a level 8 monster versus a level 6 party, it's a lot harder. Even if it has lower hit points and stuff, because all the rolls for calculations have a huge level factor in them. And so as you change classes in Wizardry 8, you don't start over with your weakness like in other games. Okay, on the wall is etched, be not bold, it's twice foretold. Yeah, and Ron said RPCs also can switch classes, which is cool. I'm just exploring all this area, trying to find where I have to answer the riddle. Oh, we just got teleported. Oh, okay. Let me save it. I haven't saved for a while. I'm probably going to run for most of these battles because I do not have a need to fight this. I just want to try to get through the area quicker. There's a door going down there. I may have to turn around. Yep. Ask the Wise of Destiny Stone. Okay, so that's something that we got to remember. Once we get out of the gray area, this Gray Crypt, we're going to go back to the Wise Man and we're going to type that in. That's basically the final thing we have to do in the game. To be done with Volume 2. And then we be able to transfer to Volume 3, which is the last one. There are some bleached bones here. Okay, here we go. A Sphinx stands before you and says, 2 answers here I will accept. Each is a creature in the crypt. Name it. So, spoiler alert, close your eyes for about 10 seconds if you don't want to see this. I typed in the right answer, but I didn't make it plural. Alright, I'm going to type it again. What? Did I spell it wrong? I bet I did. Yeah, I spelled it wrong. Okay. He said, I think I like you. So I'm done. Done with the spoiler. Alright. Ah, it's going to ask me again. I got to type it again. Close your eyes. Okay, now we got to go back out that direction. I think the stairs will be here now. I'm going to explore the rest of this too, just in case there's something in here that I need to know. Oh, see, now if you go that direction, you go out into the hall, which we don't want to do. Shewero says, Wizardry 8 is also great, but I'm surprised how much I've grown to appreciate Wizardry 7, although I'm not playing it when I was younger. It has absolutely brilliant level design with tons of hidden doors and traps. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and just because I like Wizardry 8 more, in my opinion, doesn't mean I don't love 7. I agree. DJ says, I always hated dispel squares. Yeah, they're annoying. The mini-map makes it so much easier. That's what this remastered version is. Amazing. It is so worth it. Yeah, so I gotta go all the way back to the stair area. See, I'm using that mini-map down there in the bottom right corner. See where to go. Alright, so I need to get back up here. Oh, I can't get back out this direction. So I am going to have to go out from this door here. That sucks. Ugh. Okay. How do I get over there? Oh, I can't go that direction. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta step on the teleporter again. Whoops. Okay. And then now we can go back up through this door. Ron says level drain is also something I really hate. Yes. Especially if you can't restore it back to the experience that you lost. Like, that always bugged me in Dungeons and Dragons. For high-level characters, it's so detrimental, because even though you can cast the restoration spell to get back to level, you lose all the experience you achieved on that level. And since it can take, you know, like 1,000,000, let's say you were at 800,000, you lose all that. There we go. Okay, finally. Boom. Stairs are going down. Alright, now we're on the second level of the crypt. Just explore the rooms. As you can see, still all anti-magic zones. Oh, wow. 27 Death Drex and 1 Troll Master. Okay. Haven't fought these yet. Ron says, artist, hey, we've got all these door assets laying around. Can we just throw them all in one diamond? Designer, go for it. Truth Drum and Ark's Eye. Okay, that casts Sorcerer's Sight. Seven Dust Soldiers, 1 Poltergeist, and 13 Dust Samurai. Hahaha. 27 Death Drex sound like a great band name, man. Wow, they're pretty resistant to breath attacks. Askan's kind of out of his league here. Ooh, wow. The Dust Samurai can hit the Battle Lord. Wow. He's got a minus 30 armor class. Never hit me. That's impressive. Unfortunately, I can't force one into my party. I would try, but it's anti-magic zone. So I can't get him in my party. Let's see. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Two more kills to see what their armor class is. To see that we need to kill 17 more to see what armor class they can hit. So they have some kind of unknown spell. So they must be hitting with that, which is bypassing the armor class. So the Dust Soldiers can cause insanity. Poltergeist, I only killed 1, so I don't have enough info on them. Ron says, what kind of import are you going to do into Bard's Tale 3? There are a few different modes. Yeah, there's 3 ways. I always do the full, because otherwise I would have just wasted all my time. playing through the others. Yeah, I've played through this all the way already, and I did a full, and so I'm going to do it again this second time. Especially since the only things transferring are these three, because this is my mostly monster party. You know, I'm using monsters in my party as NPCs, and I'm only going to have 3 characters transfer. Monsters won't transfer. Wow, these guys have a lot of hit points. Let me see if I can know that yet. Still don't know. I have to... Oh, one more kill to unlock. Okay. There we go. Now I should be able to see it. Wow, they can have up to 2,500 hit points. Crazy. What about the Dust Soldier? Don't know. Okay. Alright, I am going to open this. If I get possessed, I'll use an Xer wand. Shocker. Crystal Sword and Zen Arrows. Zen Arrows are really good, but you have to equip a bow. They can go 90 feet. It's funny this is a Crystal Sword, because that's the item you find in the first volume that you have to kill a certain monster. Alright, I'm going to drop that. Yeah, see, they can do 40 to 160 damage and range in 90, so they can reach any enemy, but don't have a use for it. Troll Masters and Troll Masters. I bet these have a lot of hit points. Don't know yet. Okay. They can petrify. If they hit you, they'll petrify you. Which is worse than dying, because you die also when you get petrified. Ron says there's probably a lot of fun party ideas you can do in this game. You can't beat the games without a bard, right? Depends on which volume you're talking about. The entire game, yes. For sure you have to have a bard at some point. You also have to have a rogue at some point. And you have to have some archmages at some point. You cannot beat all the volumes without having those. Troll Ring, that does regeneration. But what's cool about these games is you can leave party members back at the Adventure Guild. So you don't have to keep them with you the whole time. You know, you could even create one in Volume 1 and never use them again until Volume 3. And they'll still be in the guild once you get to Volume 3 with this trilogy like this. So that's really cool. Zone Golems, Ravers, and Poltergeists. These ravers have a lot of hit points too. Yes, that's true, Ron. Yep, that's what I typically do. Like, you'll notice I don't have a rogue in my party. I only have a bard and 2 archmages. But I know eventually I'm going to need the rogue to do something. So I'll include him in my party later. Crazy Cloud. Is that any relation to Crazy Train? Golem figurine and Zen arrows again. Okay. Wonder what kind of golem that summons. Probably something really lame. Let's try it. Yeah, he's pretty weak. 55 hit points. Just does regular damage. Kick him out. Vampire Lords, Dust Samurai. Wow. This is a lot to deal with. Let's use our grenade. There goes the grenade. Basically cast Manger's mallet. I'm surprised no monsters offered to join my party yet. Usually they'll randomly come up and say, "Hey, I want to join the party." Ron says, are there any games you can think of you'd like to see get this remaster treatment? All kinds of games. I can think of so many. Of course, Wizardry 6 and 7. Darklands. Star Command. Buck Rogers, the Gold Box games. You know, Pool Radiance and Curse Azure Bonds, all those. Let's see. Might and Magics. Especially Might and Magic 4, 3 and 4. Yeah, Ron says I was thinking classic Wizardry or Might and Magic. Yep. Yeah, there's just so many. Oh, Magic Candle. That'd be a good one to redo. Gray Acolytes and 2 Denizens. Yeah, the full box games. Oh, redone in the 5th edition? That I wouldn't care for. I like the old editions. The 2 edition, I'm just too familiar with it. Yeah, Darklands, definitely, that'd be awesome. That game is so awesome, and it just, because of all the limitations and when it came out and everything, it would be so good to be redone. Oh, we got possessed. Gonna have to use our Exer wand. It's starting to break out to other areas now. Go ahead and fight these. Uh-oh. Wow. Oh, my bard song wore off. That's what happened. I'm like, how are these guys suddenly hitting me? Alright, bard, you need to play your song. Traveler's Tune. There we go. Ron says, with your party this high leveled and powerful, does the game still feel challenging? The maps and riddles and all that, yes, that's challenging. The battles, not so much. Yeah, that's one of the things about this game. Just different like if you're comparing it to Wizardry 8, you know, the monsters get stronger as you get stronger. And this, it's just totally dependent on the area. So once you're strong, you just wipe everything out. But that doesn't mean it's still not fun. This is the kind of game where you play it when you don't feel like you don't have to think a lot during combat, but you feel like you can make steady progress. This is a good game for that. Sometimes you don't always want to play something that's super hard with combat. Okay, on the wall is written this message. The snare is a calculated sequence. Learn it quickly or perish. Oh, I think I know which snare this is. And man, is this one hard. Okay, so that's all dead ends. Past the tomb lies the true snare. Tomb is capital. Another dead end. See how it looks on the maps. There's a lot of smaller rooms now. Ooh, darkness. Here we go. Magic mouth appears. If the spell of dreams you wield, safe you'll be behind its shield. Ron says, did they ever add more bard songs in the second and third games, or are they all the same? Yes, the third one has bard songs you can learn. Like, kind of like spells. Slayer Lords. That's kind of cool. I want to fight these. Wow, my bard song went off again, and now I got it possessed. See, now this is where things get tricky real quick. Look at this. So now I only have one party member left alive. That's Sasha. And she can easily get killed by Jethro or the Battle Lord. Both those can do critical hits. So we got to see if I can use my Exer Wand real quick here. Let's try it on Jethro first. And let's hope that I don't get critically hit here. Oh, she just got possessed too. See, this is GG. Yeah, that's GG. Alas, your party has expired. All because I wasn't paying attention and my Bard's Traveler tune had been canceled. Probably because of a square I stepped on. It was an anti-music square. And I lost that like 12 to 14 armor class bonus. So then the enemy started hitting me. Alright, so what we have to do is reload. Load. See, and in the originals you couldn't do this. You could not save the game like that. Well, in the first one. Second one and third one you could, but not in Bard's Tale 1. So now we'll have to see how much progress I lost there. Good thing I'm not playing Iron Man mode. Oh wow, yeah, look at this. I hadn't done much for a while. I should have saved it more frequently. You can hover over the Bard song and it tells you. So it says there's 35 minutes left, but that's not real minutes. As you can see, I'm hovering over it. It's more like seconds. Like, looks like every 2 to 3 seconds is counted as 1 minute in game. So that's how quickly you can die if your armor class isn't adequate. Death Drex, Force Ghosts, and Abyssians. Let's fight these. So yeah, you do have to pay attention. Not like I did there. I wish they would make the monsters be able to get possessed. Like you can, but that effect doesn't do anything to monsters. It says they're possessed, but they don't attack each other. These have a lot of hit points too. These force ghosts. So those are the Abyssians. Ron says, I really liked how you could pick any portrait you wanted for this game. Made the character creation a lot more charming. Yeah, that is another cool improvement they made. Got in some more tough ones here. That's weird. Wow, that's a pretty good breath attack. That's the same as Oscon's. I'd try to get one of these in my party if I could, but I can't because it's anti-magic. The reason why their breath never damages my party is my monsters have breath rings, which blocks it. They're so high level that they're just resistant to it. Dynamite! We found dynamite. So that does the same thing as the grenade. Cast Manger's Mallet. Ah, this is a lot. Yeah, this will do. Possessed. Spirit drum and panpipes. He killed Fanscar. Way you go, Jethro. Oh. I don't think I have a way of resurrecting him. Can't get him back in this anti-magic area. Oh, another travel helm. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and play our next Bard song, because right now it's only at 13 minutes left. There we go. Yeah, now it's 500 and something minutes. Okay. Possessed. Okay. Oh, wow. This is a lot. I think I'm going to use my grenade and dynamite here. That'll speed this up a lot. All that's left is 4 Abyssians. And I'll probably make this a short stream now so that I can maybe hopefully stream tonight too, a different game. Because there's only so much people want to watch the Bard's Tale like this. It's more about just kind of showing the progress a little bit and showing the dungeon a little bit. And then we'll probably do something else tonight. I always like to try to stream midday if I can for others that aren't in the United States. It'll be a lot of fun. Because all you guys are my friends and I like to be able to visit with all of you. There we go. Killed him. Oh, I got back a Molten Harp, which I had pretty much used up all of mine. So yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll save the game here, and then some of you may be able to join the stream tonight, but